Hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to Inspirations for Your Life. Today is Friday, March 7th, 2025, and that means that we are on the last episode of the master topic that we started last Saturday, building strong, authentic relationships. Okay, we're on series 4. This is show number 10, and we are talking about a very, very interesting topic here today or this evening, and that is networking and collaboration for success. This is series 4, show 10, episode number 7. If you guys just got up, or if you're thirsty, or maybe you're hungry, go grab something from the kitchen, whether it's healthy, whether it's sweet, whether it's tart, whether it's not. Go get that and hurry on back to Inspirations for Your Life show here because we've got a lot to share with you guys. All right. So let's just dive in, okay? By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's always a privilege, pleasure, and honor to be with you guys every single time I go live or every time I produce content and I'm able to share it out with you guys. Thank you so much. I'm not only a podcast host, but I'm also a podcast coach. You can learn more about the content that I produce, and you can get more great nuggets by going to believemeachieve.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So what are you waiting for? Why not do that now? Well, after the show, that is. Are you ready to take your success to the next level? Whether you're an entrepreneur, a professional, or someone striving for personal growth. Networking and collaboration are the secret ingredients to unlocking new opportunities. But true success isn't just about who you are. It's about how you manage your time, communicate effectively, and build relationships that last. In the last episode, we talked a lot about some interesting things. And I think what we were mostly spending our time on is something that a lot of people don't spend their time on. And that is effective mind, strategies for making sure that you have good time management skills. All right. So get ready, everyone. Let's unlock the magic today. Understanding time management. So this is one of the resources you can never get back in your life, which is why managing it is effectively very critical for success. Without proper time management, even the best networking strategies or business plans will just fall apart like you can't imagine. Prioritizing tasks, setting clear goals, and eliminating distractions allow you to create space for meaningful networking and collaboration. So, one of our best ways to manage time is to schedule networking efforts just like any other important meeting. Block out time for relationship building, whether it's following up with contacts, attending events, or engaging on social media. When you take control of your time, you set the foundation for building a powerful network without feeling overwhelmed. Importance of networking is number 2. Building relationships for growth and opportunities. So networking isn't about collecting business cards and how many you can have in your pocket when you leave an event, or adding random people on LinkedIn because you want to look popular. It's about cultivating and building valuable relationships. And if you guys remember, this whole week has been the topic about building strong, authentic relationships. Too many times in life, people get stuck with just wanting to add numbers. So understanding this is really key, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, really key. It's about forming genuine, valuable relationships that can open doors to new opportunities. The most successful professionals understand that opportunities come not just from what you know, but from who you know. A strong network can lead to job offers, business partnerships, mentorships, and industry insights that you wouldn't have access to otherwise. Really important there. Okay. By proactively connecting with people in your field and nurturing those relationships, you position yourself for long-term success. Investing in your network today means building a support system that can help you navigate challenges and, of course, seize new possibilities. So, again, and it's not just about what you do today, it's about what you do on an ongoing basis. I think that's probably something that a lot of people, need to understand. So, strategic networking, identifying and connecting with the right people. Not all networking efforts are created equal. I have to be honest with you. It's easy to fall into that trap of trying to connect with everyone, but successful networking isn't about quality over quantity. It's not. Focus on building high quality premium relationships with individuals who align with your industry values, your aspirations, your dreams, and what you want out of life. Identify key people, mentors, industry leaders, and like minded professionals who can provide insights and open doors for you. Use targeted networking strategies such as attending niche events, joining specialized groups, or engaging with thought leaders online. By being intentional about who you connect with, you can build a network that supports and accelerates your growth. Number four, effective communication, clear messaging, and active listening is key. Great communication isn't just about speaking, it's about actively listening and understanding others. Whether you're networking in person or over the phone or online, the ability to articulate your message clearly while engaging with others is crucial. Many professionals make the mistake of talking too much about themselves instead of focusing on how they can add value to a conversation or to someone else's environment. So you have to make sure, ladies and gentlemen, this is key. You have to make sure that you actually ask thoughtful questions. Now, I know that sounds like a little bit crazy, but it's important. Listen attentively and make your conversations a two-way exchange. So when people feel heard and understood, they are more likely to trust you and want to collaborate. Strong communicators build better connections and leave lasting impressions, which makes all the difference in networking. Number five, leveraging social media. Expanding your reach online is key. Social media is a game changer, ladies and gentlemen, for networking, but only if you use it strategically. It's not about a popularity contest, it's about providing value. Platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok allow you to showcase your expertise, connect with industry leaders, and engage with potential collaborators. The key is to be consistent, okay? Post valuable content, participate in discussions, and share insights that position you as an authority figure in your field. But remember, it's not about a hard sell. You see somebody go, oh, I've got this and it's on sale. You don't do that on social media. That's going to like discredit you. Don't just follow people because you want to add numbers. Interact with them by commenting on their posts, send them thoughtful messages, and share relevant content. When used effectively, social media can help you expand your professional network beyond geographical limits, opening up to the global opportunities. Number six, collaboration over competition, creating win-win partnerships. Too often, people view others in their industry as competition instead of potential partners. The truth is that collaboration leads to far greater success than competition ever will. When you're partnering with others, you gain access to new ideas and insights, resources, and opportunities that wouldn't be possible alone. Whether it's co hosting an event, launching a joint project, or simply exchanging industry knowledge together, collaboration fosters innovation and growth by supporting others and finding ways to work together. You create mutually beneficial relationships that lead to long term success. Number seven, follow up and relationship maintenance. Yes, this is key. Keeping connections alive. Networking doesn't end when you exchange business cards. This is important. Or you connect on LinkedIn. It's an ongoing process. The real true magic, okay, happens in the follow up. A quick email, a thoughtful message, or even a simple check in and a thing so you can keep the relationship alive and thriving. Many professionals fail to maintain the connections they make, missing out on potential partnerships and opportunities. The key is consistency, regularly reaching out, engaging with their content, and offering support when needed. The strongest networks are built on trust and continuous engagement. Number eight, giving value first, helping others to build trust. One of the best ways I could think of to stand out in your network is to focus on giving before you're receiving. Instead of asking for favors right away, provide value first, whether it's sharing hopeful insights, making introductions, or offering support. When you create value for others, people remember you and are more likely to reciprocate when the time comes. Networking isn't just about what you get, it's about what you can contribute. The more you give, the more trust you build. And the longer your relationship starts to blossom, will really build a stability platform for you. Number 9, leveraging events, conferences, making the most of the in-person interactions. Attending events and conferences provides invaluable opportunities, but only if you know how to maximize them. Arrive prepared with conversation starters, actively participate in discussions, and make an effort to meet new people. Instead of just collecting business cards, focus on making real connections by engaging in meaningful conversations. I know many bosses all say, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. And I'm here to tell you that you need to be different. You need to be thinking outside the box. You need to throw away the box. The goal here, ladies and gentlemen, is to understand the card doesn't create the relationship. It's an ability for you to connect with that person. Just like you wouldn't just email somebody you hadn't had a conversation with. That's why you don't want to just grab cards and send email out. That is really, really bad. You want to get to know the person. Okay, so the goal is to turn the brief interaction into a lasting professional relationship. Number 10, mastermind groups, or maybe you're sitting on an advisory board. Mastermind groups and mentorships, learning from peers and experts. Surround yourself with smart, driven people is one of the top key ways to quickly grow. Join that mastermind group or find a mentor that gives you access to valuable insights, advice, and connections that can accelerate your growth in success. Mentors help you navigate challenges and provide guidance, while mastermind groups offer peer-to-peer learning and support the best leaders. You can continually seek knowledge from those who have been in their shoes before, ensuring a continuous learning set of momentum and development. Number 11, consistency and authenticity, staying true to your brand. People trust and connect with those who are authentic and consistent. But you can't just go out and say, hey, I'm authentic, I'm the real thing. I know we want to do that. But when we do that, it causes people to say, hey, why is she trying to say that they're the real thing? If they are, I'll figure it out on my own. When either you're online or in person, stay true to your values and maintain a professional image is a key to successful networking. Show up consistently, engage meaningfully, and engage your actions aligning with your personal or your business brand. When you're authentic in your interactions, people naturally gravitate toward you, making networking and collaboration effortless. Now, I know this might sound like a lot, guys, because this whole week, if you missed the show on Monday, we were talking about building strong, authentic relationships. But that's what this whole week is about: the power of consistency and personal growth, overcoming procrastination and taking action, the importance of emotional intelligence and leadership, embracing change for continuous improvement, effective time management strategies, cultivating a growth mindset, prioritizing health for sustainable success, the role of feedback in personal and professional development, and networking and collaborating for success. Wow, that's a lot. So many people don't understand time management. They think they have enough time because they don't budget. They don't really know what the real time is. And I think that's something that you're going to find as you traverse through your career or through helping or volunteering. You've got to make sure that you're not cutting yourself too thin. Okay. Time is one resource you can never get back. So when you give a minute away, make sure that you're going to get something for that minute. And I don't mean getting money. Maybe it's getting value, or maybe you have to do something in your personal, professional life. Make sure that those minutes are able to do things for you. So, for example, let me just share something with you. Just before I did the show, I did the preparation for what the show was going to be about, going through in the wrap up. And I made sure my time this morning, I had to post some reels, and I made sure that my time was going to be the most meaningful. Just like after the show, I have to prepare for a night show, the tech show. So I think the most important thing is understanding what time is, how do we utilize time, and then where do we go from there? So we know that networking is important, right? And so when we think about networking, maybe we want to talk about the questions. The question should not be, well, what do you do for a living? Like, that's just like such a cop out. A typical opener question could be something like, we've got a lot of food here. What appetizer do you like? Or are you from the area? What brought you to this event today? Is this your first event with this place? Or what do you think of the chicken? I think it's pretty tasty. What about you? Or you want to ask a question that's not just closed. So when I say, "Do you like the chicken?" Yes or no, that's a closed question. I want to ask something open, like, "How do you feel about the chicken? Isn't the chicken good?" Or "What do you think about the dessert?" Or "Wow, a lot of selections here." You want to do things like that. "Oh, that's a great color. I love that color blue. It's actually my favorite color blue," or whatever. You don't want to be unauthentic. You want to be authentic. So when you're in that part in the conversation and you feel like you want to exchange a card, what I usually do is say, "This has been really interesting. Would it be okay if we exchange cards?" You don't do that right away. And so you don't ask what they do. You don't ask what industry. You don't care right now. You want to get to know the person for who they are inside. You don't care that they have business or they don't have business. You just want to see, as another human to another human, how can we connect? And then from that, they might have business they can get you. You may have business you can get them. But you're going to learn through a cultivation process. It's not about just getting there and saying, "Hey, this is what we do." No. So, what are some, let's say, open-ended questions that you can use when you network at an event, right? What are some open-ended questions? Well, that's a great question. So, one is, what, how did you find out about today's event? You want to stay away from their industry if you can help that. Maybe you want to ask something like, what do you like to do in your spare time? So when you get away from the business tactic, it kind of softens the environment. Okay. So at first, ask questions that are not related to business. And I know this sounds crazy, but you want to show them that you have a genuine interest. What's something you're really passionate about outside of work? If you could spend a year traveling anywhere, where would you go? What's your favorite hobby? What's the most interesting experience you've ever had? If you could master one new skill this year, what would it be? What's one of your favorite books? If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would that be and why? What's the most unexpected or unique talent you have? What's a favorite tradition or ritual you and your family enjoy or you enjoy? What's the best meal you've ever had? What's a song or artist that you've been listening to on repetitively? What's a piece of advice that has stuck with you over the years? If you could switch lives with anyone for a day, who would that be? Which one small thing that always brightens your day? Here's what I like to ask. So what gets you out of bed every morning? Huh? And when people ask me that question, I know the answer, but I kind of pause for a little bit because they're trying to find out what I do. I said, "Well, what gets me out of bed in the morning?" That's an excellent question, by the way. And they'll say, "Oh, thank you." What gets me out of bed every morning is the fact that I get to inspire people to become better, and I get to inspire myself to become better. And I just love life. That's important. When you communicate, don't try to vie for time. You'll get time. Okay. Um, People ask this all the time, John, how do you network on social media? It's not about clicking everyone on LinkedIn. It's not about sending people, 100 million messages. Make sure your bio or profile picture and background are clearly representative of who you are. Use keywords relevant to your industry so people can easily find you. Include a call to action like "Let's connect," "DM me to celebrate," "Let's have a virtual coffee together." Engage, like, comment, and share posts from people you want to connect with. Leave thoughtful comments that add value rather than generic responses. Ask insightful questions to start meaningful conversations. Join groups and committees, whether that be online or offline. Send personalized connection requests. Avoid the generic "I'd like to connect with you" message. "Hey, Joe, listen, we both went to this university. I studied XYZ engineering, and I know you did too. And I was just curious, what did you think about digital logic? Or it could be something like that. That shows I'm being authentic. Share posts or videos that provide insight and showcase expertise. I do that every day as being a content creator and a inspirational person, being a motivational speaker as well. Using direct messages, be limited with these. Don't just overwhelm people. Leverage social media events and lives. Attend LinkedIn lives, Twitter spaces, Instagram lives, also TikTok lives. Be consistent, be authentic, post regularly, be genuine, nurture the relationship. It's not about how many people you can convince. It's about the level of integrity and respect that you can achieve, even if it takes a long amount of time. That doesn't matter, guys. What matters first is that you've got to give that value. So there's one I want to talk about, and this is a really important one. When we talk about this, what does it mean? Well, and how to do it, I'm going to share what it is. Giving value first before you ask for something. So it means you give value first. You want to offer help first, insights or resources to others without expecting immediate returns. It's about fostering genuine relationships and building trust by being a contributor rather than just a taker. When you provide value, people see you as a person being reliable, knowledgeable, and someone worthy to want to connect with. So, for example, I had a client the other day who did business with us for the first time, and that was great. They knew me for a long time, but they had the trust to actually call us to do business. And I went out and did some business with them. And at the end, I said, gee, how can I provide value to this person and to their charity, their organization? And I said, well, gee, I can donate XYZ, some gift certificates for our services. So, how do you give value first? So, you can offer advice, industry tips, experiences that can help others. You can donate items for a tricky tray, like things like gift certificates that won't cost you anything until they're used. Answer questions in a forum, LinkedIn posts, social media groups. Write articles, create videos, share research that benefits your network. Make introductions and connections. Connect people who can benefit from knowing each other. That's important. Support and engage with others' work. Okay. Leave positive reviews, comment and share posts that resonate with you. Give shout outs to people doing great work in your industry. Offer free resources. Share helpful templates, host free webinars, recommend books. Listen, and provide thoughtful feedback. Be generous with your time and expertise. I don't expect you to waste your time, but be generous, right? Don't give somebody 5 minutes. So a lot of times people say, gee, I'm going to help you, but they set the timer. So you know that if you've helped this person, and let's say it was 30 minutes and maybe it went into 45, you know that you're not going to probably do that again if you don't get something back. But don't give with the concept of wanting a return. Give for no other reason than you want to give. And let that be genuine from your heart. Leverage events and conferences. Make the most of them. Attend events and conferences, provide invaluable networking opportunities. And you're going to see, ladies and gentlemen, this does work. Consistency and authenticity takes time. You do not, let me say this again, you do not build overnight. You do not build basically what I'll call consistency and authenticity overnight. You don't. A lot of people think you do, but you don't. Building consistency and authenticity takes time and effort. It doesn't happen instantly. It's not an instant gratification. Trust builds slowly. Authenticity is about being true to yourself. And that takes time to show in your actions and your words. People need to see consistency in what you say and do before they'll even ever think about trusting you. Habits take time. Consistency is a habit that needs to be developed over time, whether it's posting regular on social media, being present in conversations, or just showing up in your professional life. Repetition is key. Authenticity is earned. People can tell when you're being genuine, but it takes time for authenticity to resonate. It comes from aligning your actions with your values, which requires ongoing reflection and self awareness. Be true to your values. Show up regularly. Be transparent. Stay patient. Learn from experiences. Consistency and authenticity are long term investments. Keep nurturing them And over time, they'll become a natural part of who you are. And that seed that you're planting, guess what? It will eventually reap some amazing harvest. So, networking and collaboration are long term investments in your success. By implementing these strategies, you can create a powerful network that supports your career and personal growth. Remember, it's not just about who you know, but how you nurture those relationships. Take some action today. Connect, collaborate, and watch new opportunities unfold because you know they will. Don't be that guy. You go to that networking event and you have something, let's say, in your hand, or you're talking to somebody, and all of a sudden that guy comes in and he interrupts you. Hi, I'm Joe. I don't mean to interrupt. It's rude. And I know when I told somebody one time, don't do this, they said, oh, well, I like when people do that. Well, I find that rude. They like it when people interrupt them. I think that's rude. They said, well, I want to get to know more people. You don't butt into people's conversations. So like when somebody's talking and I'm waiting to speak with them, I might wait on the side, but I won't interrupt the conversation. If the person comes out and says, hey, Joe, listen, I really want to talk to John. I want to talk to him about a few things. Can we catch up later? If that person breaks it, that's fine. But don't you be the person to butt in that conversation. That is so darn rude. And that, when I see that, that like takes your respect that I have for you to zero. Okay. Maybe even below zero, if I had to be honest. So that's an important thing, ladies and gentlemen, a really, really important thing. And so what that also means is, oh, hey, John, I know you're talking to Joe, but listen, I just want to give you my card. And I always say to him, oh, sure, listen, if you wait, I'll be happy to take your card and I'll put it in my right pocket. But if you give it to me now, I'm going to put it in my left pocket. Like, I don't care what pocket you put it in. Well, you should. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. Please do check out BelieveMeAchieve.com. I'll catch you guys real soon for another episode.